we're going to be taking nominal GDP and GDP deflators for the years 1929 and 1933, and we'd like to calculate this percentage change in real GDP for these 2 years. So you can see written in blue for this first function, I've got that real GDP is equal to nominal GDP divided by the GDP deflator times 100. So we have the information that we need in order to solve for these. So let's go ahead and do that for 1929 to start. So in 1929, we have a real GDP, which would be equal to its nominal GDP of 104.6 divided by its GDP deflator of 9.9, and that gets multiplied by 100. We plug that into our calculators, we'll see that in 1929 we had a real GDP which is equal to $1,056 billion. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing for 1933, where we take its nominal GDP of 57.2, divide that by its GDP deflator of 7.3, multiplied by 100, we get a real GDP in 1933 equal to $783 billion. All right, now that we have these real GDPs, we can now calculate the percentage change in real GDP. So you can see the function written down here, and to start, we're going to take this real GDP in year 2, and in this case, that's 1933. It's the second year that we're evaluating. So we have a real GDP in 1933 of $783 billion. Subtracting from that the real GDP in year 1, so in 1929, we had 1,056, and that gets divided by the real GDP in year 2, which again is 783. Multiplying that by 100, we see that we have a percentage change in real GDP, which is equal to negative 34.85%. So that tells us that between the years of 1929 and 1933, real GDP decreased by 34.85%.